So we've seen a new article from Earth 2 and what they're dubbing an optional campaign for wood, water and sand occurrence units. Basically, in short, we can get backdated wood, water and sand resources on your plot by slotting the green, blue and sandy jewels. However, you do also need to have a holobuilding present in your land to take advantage of this, as holobuildings are where the occurrence units are stored. There is a set date to complete this quest, and it does need to be done by August 16th. Doing so will get you the maximum number of backdated occurrence units, with them backdating all the way to 2021, if I remember correctly. However, you can still get backdated resources after this date too, but they will only be backdated from the time that you slotted the jewels. Now, by the sound of it, we're going to be able to do this on any resource plot that we want, not just ones we suspect have the actual resources there. And you do even get a 50% additional detection bonus for any plots that don't have any other resources detected there. Now, I know a lot of us have been using the green, blue, and sandy jewels as fillers on our plots anyway. I would imagine we're fine just leaving them there, and that kind of completes the quest for us. However, one thing you might want to consider is if you're detecting those resources on plots, you might want other resource such as gold or oil that might take up some of that storage space instead of you getting 100% of that resource. Although I will probably just leave mine as they are because I really don't enjoy having a reslot. Now I'm just going to read through the actual article from Earth2 for those of you who do want more details. Wood, water and sand are three of the original 8 resources officially announced for the Earth2 ecosim. They are a crucial ecosim resource, but unlike the other 5 resources, which have already been released through E2PRV and made available for players to claim, wood, water, and sand will be distributed via E2V1 directly. That's Earth2 version 1. Until E2V1 is released, we have designed a special optional campaign for those players participating in various pre-resource generation initiatives. To honour our promise of backdated resource occurrence units, storage in holobuildings for these 3 resources. Backdated resources campaign for wood, water and sand. There will be a specific campaign dedicated to ensuring wood, water and sand resource storage will be awarded to all eligible players who are actively participating in the backdated resource initiative by slotting relevant jewels and constructing holobuildings on their properties. As is well known among the community, players must actively slot a prime jewel in their mentor in order to start gathering backdated occurrence units for the resource released to date, which are associated with that jewel. Our special backdating campaign for wood, water and sand adapts this pre-existing requirement, as slotting the relevant prime jewels is something players would have had to do anyway in order to start gathering occurrence units for their respective resources. This special campaign will run for 6 weeks until 11:59 PM UTC on August 16th, 2023, in order to provide players, especially those with large portfolios or properties, the time and opportunity to slot their desired prime jewels into the relevant properties. Please remember, this special campaign is completely optional and is a reward tailored towards players who have already taken advantage of the backdated resource occurrence units initiative. Players can choose not to participate in this special campaign and still receive water, wood, and or sand on their properties, if their property is in the appropriate location for those resource allocations inside E2V1 upon release. To be eligible for the backdated wood, water, and or sand occurrence units, the following criteria must be met. Between now and August 16th, 2023, each participating property, 1, must be slotted with a prime jewel for wood, water, and or sand of any tier or quality. 2, must have a holobuilding on that property. More detail about the holobuildings below. 3, is eligible to receive up to a maximum of 1,000 meters cubed of backdated occurrence units from all the holobuildings constructed on the property combined. E.g., if the combined construction volume of HBs on a property is 5,000 meters cubed, up to 1,000 meters cubed resources occurrence units will be backdated. 4, that does not have any other resources attributed to it yet will receive an additional 50% increase in backdated occurrence units applied, as long as all other criteria are also met. Players will need to utilize and slot their prime jewels on any properties they own which do not yet have any resources detected to take advantage of the 50% bonus. Between now and August 16, 2023, each holobuilding 1 must already be constructed on a property or constructed on a property before August 16, 2023, and 2 must be a minimum of 1 meter cubed in construction volume to receive an equal volume of backdated occurrence units to holobuilding volume up to a maximum of 1,000 meters cubed backdated occurrence unit storage space per property. If all of the above criteria are met successfully, then occurrence units for the resource associated with the slotted prime jewel will be fully backdated once the Earth-2 resource generation system is fully released by the distribution of occurrence units. Therefore, in the future, when occurrence units are distributed, the system will detect and compute backdated occurrence units in the available storage for all qualifying properties. This opportunity will still work for players after August 16, 2023. However, properties slotted and built after this date will not receive the full historic backdated to 2021, but rather initiate their backdated date from the day they slotted and built the holobuilding. So be sure to leave your prime jewel slotted and any holobuildings constructed until such time occurrence units are distributed. If any or both are removed, the backdated period is wiped and restarts from when all the above criteria are once again met. Important tips. Number 1. Technically, under the above special guidelines, a green prime jewel can be placed on a property that is located in the middle of the ocean with a holobuilding on it and be successfully backdated with occurrence units storage for wood. However, once E2V1 is live, it is highly unlikely there is such a property in the middle of the ocean that will still qualify for detecting wood occurrence units as a valid resource given its location in the middle of the ocean where there are no trees. Under such circumstances, the players would need to replace the slotted green jewel with a blue jewel to collect water occurrence units moving forward, as that property will no longer be able to generate wood occurrence units once E2V1 is released. Number 2, we highly suggest players consider which resources has the highest probability of being present on their property inside Earth-2 version 1 when deciding which one of either the green, blue, or sandy jewels to be slotted into that property. This will minimize the possibility of needing to slot the correct jewel for water, wood, or sand inside E2V1 at a later date. Number 3, players will be able to collect a maximum of 1,000 meter cubed backdated occurrence units per property using their holobuilding storage space. So if a player has constructed holobuildings that is 5,000 meters cubed in volume/storage space, only 1,000 meters cubed of that space will be awarded backdated resource occurrence units. The remaining 4,000 meters cubed will become usable once resource generation is officially released and players can actively collect resource occurrence units. Number 4, backdated resource occurrence units will cover multiple resource types if the correct jewels are slotted with the corresponding resource attribute to that property. Under such scenarios, the backdated resource occurrence units will be evenly distributed depending on the resource slotting date and the holobuilding creation date. So, if you have gold, water, and limestone on a property and have all the correct prime jewels slotted, the backdated resource occurrence units will be evenly split between gold, water, and limestone. But a warning, the split percentages will also be dependent on the resource frequency for each resource on that property. 5. Go to Resource, Storage, Slotting to access the new resource filters in order to filter properties you own based on the resources they have detected. You can also filter properties with no resources to take advantage of the backdated 50% boost on occurrence units. Side note, we are not guaranteeing that trees located in Earth-1 will be in the exact same place as E2V1, especially if they are isolated trees. However, as E2V1 is a pristine version of Earth, there will be trees in areas you might not expect, especially urban areas that have been developed by man inside Earth-2 version 1. So there will not be a lack of trees. In fact, from what we have experienced, there may be even more tree spread than on Earth-1. With regards to water, we have invested a considerable amount of time ensuring that the water locations are accurate inside Earth 2 version 1. So the vast majority of the world's water source locations are accurately reflected. That being the case, please remember that Earth is incredibly large, so there may be some noticeable absences, especially concerning water and or newer bodies of water. So there we go. That's the full Earth 2 article gone through. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have an amazing day. Peace out.